And welcome back. When we we left off just completing the first Terrace dueling arena round. However, I nearly lost it, and I do not want to risk dying or killing the character. Now, Sarna here, who we talked to earlier, has the ability to give us Sith armor. Well, in order to do that, we have to go activate that section of the quest line, and I want to get moving into this game a bit more instead of sitting up here completing Terrace Dueling Arena challenges left and right. Alright.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, we're out of time.
Here.
Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
This is the first time we run into what Davik, or what type of person he is. Clearly, he's not a person you want to mess with. So, we're going to just tell this person that there's a new boss in town, kind of. And of course, his thugs think differently. Let's pause it here so I can get this set up right. That should do it.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till
maybe
I'm
we
dead.
can help him. Or we could just glad or hand over highway of robbery. Let's help him to get some light side
You
points.
already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so
Which we
unless
do.
You have a spare 100 credits to give me. I'm getting out of
Or
here.
which we didn't, unfortunately. Okay. Let's go over to the medical facility over here. Just because it's free healing without any costs whatsoever.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you are welcome here. I will not have it said that Selka-Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Terrace. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Yep.
It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries, and then I'll administer the proper treatment.
Full health. Now, open this door. Let's try security.
On it. Done.
What are you doing? Don't go in there! That door is for employees only! You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic. I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Got a light side point there. That's what that little icon up there in the corner there means. Light blue for light side, a red color for dark side, and it's pretty much how it goes. Now, let's go up here. Way. Alright, our first encounter with the local populace. Karth wants to talk to us again.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Oh,
I'm all ears.
okay. That line was... Normally if you're male that doesn't happen. But since we're a female character, that line is the first line to start the romantic section of Karth's character progression if you're a female character. And we can reply with, isn't that a little inappropriate? Threaten him that he might lose an ear or two if he keeps addressing us like that. Admit that we like the sound of that, or why do I get the impression that you're not serious? Just for the sake of this game, I'm going to continue the romance portion because it's some of the dialogues that go back and forth between your character and Karth are hilarious.
Which? The fact that I'm all ears, or the beautiful?
We can ask him if he's flirting with us, or admit that we like the beautiful part. I've never done the Karth, are you flirting with me? I've always replied with the beautiful part. And we'll go number 2. Alright, here we go.
But what are you going to call me in exchange?
Handsome thug or a sexist worm? Let's go with that one.
I like the first part of that. I'm a bit more partial to the most handsome pilot in the galaxy. What do you think?
Now we can, reject them. The first 2 options are to reject them, and the third one is just to basically think about it.
Well then, I guess gorgeous we'll just have to do until then. Well, kidding aside, I bet you're not about to give up on those questions of yours. I think they're necessary.
Yeah.
Well, it's an interrogation you wanted. Why didn't you say so?
Alright, testy, excellent, your secret will be ours. Just simple.
No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Our perspective, well, we really weren't in a position to knowing because we were sound asleep.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of the people. What? I'm hoping the Jedi powers would save us somehow. Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
As far as we know, we're just a soldier, right? Huh?
I don't know. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and just happened to be this one.
What is odd about that?
You were the only one. Not to mention that Basileus' party was the one who requested your transfer.
Well, since we can tell Cart to go ahead and be paranoid, or yell at him that we don't know what he's talking about, or question further why would Basileus request us. But since
The Jedi
wrong
requested
selection.
numerous things.
Oh well.
Hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I can tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, and I hate
Okay, so let's ask him what he means by surprises.
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected,
Okay,
just
well.
to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I've got reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important
I'm
things?
getting... Alright. Always turn this around. Now, these three guys up here are drunks. Now, I like to wait around until the Sith troopers come back around, because it's really cool what happens. Alright, yeah. This is...
What is this planet coming to, huh? Shlomi's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to Laura says you belong, Slummy?
This is rich.
Yeah, like he said. Hey, this Slum.
Oh, great. We're fighting.
You talk big time to teach you a...
The one time when Sith troopers are actually helpful. And yes, we did get a dark side point for that, but the other two would basically make them go run off. One would cost you money, and the other would just make them, question. But that way we got some money off of them for doing nothing. There is a mod out there that will allow you to kill this character, but he's basically just a alien hater, classic, say, he's just telling you guys about the aliens on the planet and how bad they are.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization...
Okay.
Move along then.
We're gonna need some kind of
Alright.
disguise if we want to get past this.
Remember that girl we talked to back at the cantina? That is option 1 of getting a Sith disguise. Option 2 is we go into the apartments on this side over here, the other section of apartments, and there will be a building, or not a building, but a room that has 3 Sith soldiers interrogating somebody. That one requires you to fight the Sith soldiers and you take the armor off of them. And the other is go talk to that girl and you go to a party where they're all passed out drunk and you take the armor that way. I do it this way just because it allows us to get some fighting experience and to explore these apartments somewhat. Explore them. Well, actually, in fact, we do get to explore them, but... So, start the rounds. More breaking and entering. A little family here.
Done.
Unfortunately, what they have in here is very useful. Well, not that useful, but somewhat. Another room. And this chest is up in the corner over here. And see, here's the Sith troopers. Instinct.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Teresian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
He offered to. He enjoyed it out. And very good. And keep me on Golubia. When now for the Tuska.
Just ask him what's going on.
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room.
Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform.
And their uniforms are basically stainless steel things. Now we can, question saying the alien doesn't really know anything, or demand them to stop the interrogation, which gets us the fight, and I want the fight.
Who said that? What's going on out there? Just stay out of this if you know what's
Yeah,
good
we're not
for
gonna
you.
let them kill the alien.
What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him?
Like
How can you
this.
stop? Time to teach this.
Alright. Come on. There we go. Some items. There's the Sith armor. What we need, and it gives us XP for that. We get to talk to him if we get too close. I'm going to avoid it because he's basically telling us stuff that you can keep one of the sets of armors and whatnot. A little glitch in the game that I skirt around and use because it's easier to get around and not waste time doing conversations that serve really no purpose other than saying, "Congratulations, you just completed this quest line," or this section of the quest. I believe, yes, this is another.
Done.
Please, please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. Here, I've got... You mean you're not here to kill me? But
David
I
pops up
thought you
again.
were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want? I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zach's in the bounty office and put a price on my head.
200
I've been
credits.
hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. You'd give 200 credits?
Wow, that sure was...
Now
Sorry,
I can pay off Davik. Oh, thank you.
Thing again.
Saved my life.
Let me bring up the chat log.
I better go
think it
get...
was Karth. Yeah, Karth was expressing how generous of that was of us, and saying hopefully we don't need that credits again. Don't worry, the credits is not an issue in this game. You'll get more credits than you know what to do with. Oh, and something a friend told me is this is the sign for the exits on the apartments. Does that not look like an electric socket to you? the two prongs and that middle prong, or face. Whoa. Dang it. There we go. A little glitch there. You're not supposed to be able to walk into that section of the doorway. This game is chock full of glitches. Alright, now that we have the armor, we can go down to the lower levels of Terrace, which is the next section of the game, and gets far better action oriented instead of just walking around on top. Now, to be honest, when I first played this game, I was stuck here for about 5 hours,
The evil walks among
and
us.
I had no clue what to do other than this guard said, you can't get past. Here's how we get past. Just like that. Took me for ages to get by that. But that was when the game originally came out and nobody knew what to do. And this Sith armor is crappy. Literally. Crappy armor. Okay. Introducing the Terror Swoop gangs and their ongoing gang war. And jump. Ooh. And then they spot us and come at us. Normally it says, oh look, more visitors. Okay. Let's walk this way a bit. I mean, you get so many junk stuff during this section of the game that you don't need really. So you just sell it off and it gets you the credits. Now, I'm going to save it here because there's a little glitch in the game that we're not going to pursue, but a game glitch because, well, let's save it first here. And then you do need to have cheats enabled in the game options. There's various ways to find that out online. You just search how to enable cheats. Now what we need to change is our security rank here, which the cheat code is set security to 99. Maximum is 99 points. You'll never get 99 points in any category in this game if you do it legit. Now, I'm not gonna do anything. These guys are gonna have to fight, unfortunately. But come on. Yeah, hit hard. Back off. Okay. Since I added the cheats in there, our skill rank on security now is 99 points, which means anything that's locked, we can unlock it. This is just a nice little glitch. Unfortunately, this portion of the game, it ruins your gameplay, because you have to have, because it shows you your character list, all of the characters, party section. This character and this character here, you get in this section of the game, and they're required for later on in the game, and so is this character. Very important character for the game-wise. And this bit here skips that. We get access to a quest line that we have to normally walk down that hallway around the corner, and there's the other gang's base, convince their guard to let us in, etc., which I'll be showing on in a later. But we can just open this door and walk right into the Volker base. Skip like a good hour and a half of the game. Literally. And we also get to run into this section where, see, we just got a quest line that said inside the Volker base. That quest line is another hour, like an hour and a half of gameplay from where we were. If you follow all these quests. But anyways, just to show, I'm just gonna go on a little bit here just to show you what happens. Kill him. Yeah. We can just get free. Yeah. Clear out the entire. Yeah. This section of. Oh. He died there. But you get the point. So I'm gonna go load the save backup that we have before I use the cheat now. But that's a little section of the game that, a little hidden trick that, yes, it requires cheat codes, but it's a funny bit. And just to make sure that we are still, in fact, a petty skill rank 3, there it is. Okay, I'm going to approach this one better this time. Frag grenade you, frag grenade you.
Let's go!
There we go. Now a little hint in the game that I kind of find it cheating. This is when fast transit was first introduced into the game. Now that quest there that when we got earlier, this rapid transit quest here, just says click this button called return to hideout. Now before we do it, just take note of the player healths here. We're pretty injured. You click this button, loading screen, and it sends us right back in front of our base for this section, and it heals us up. Then we can just click transit back, and it sends us right back to where we were. And of course, we completed the quest. That's one of those, if you're trying to do completion of all quests, that's one of them that even if you don't like rapid transits, you have to do it that one time. And I don't like doing it because you tend to miss things unless you're trying to activate a quest, which sometimes you have to do it because some planets, it's like you have to walk from here to here. Anyways, they didn't drop anything. So this way, let's go into this door here. Alright. Now we can activate the security droid. The security droid does virtually nothing for us. It's just a waste of parts. Some people do it, but I don't. For the same reasons, because it's a waste of parts that are going to become valuable later on. And plus, you need repair skill. What type of yeah. We're going to use a frag grenade. Boom. Kills them both. Now, I don't have the health and XP numbers on. Because I don't... Ow. There we go. Mostly because it's, this makes it so more realistic in my taste. When would you ever see a health damage counter saying, you just did 12 damage, you just did 9 damage. Or you just healed yourself by, by X amount of points. Alright. Moving on to more people.